What are you using?
He goes, what are you using?
Do I just went back on loadout?
Yeah.
Nice, Chameleon. What gun was that?
Oh my god, they get so mad getting killed by the Gallo. It's so great. What's going on, guys? Chameleon here. Today I'm going to show you the best class setup for the new top shotgun in the game, the GALLO SA12. This specific class setup gives you a rate of fire of 312 rounds per minute and a 3-shot kill range up to 9.25 meters. Basically, you'll obliterate anyone in close quarters with this. And with the nerf of the FFAR, we're going to be seeing this shotgun a lot more in Warzone, especially on Rebirth Island where it's mostly close quarters combat. What do you guys think needs to be nerfed next? Leave me a comment below. But real quick before we start, please smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed to my channel with the notification bell on. And here we go, let's do this. First up, we have the muzzle. You want to set this to the agency choke. This is similar to the monolithic suppressor or the agency suppressor, but for Cold War shotguns, it's the agency choke. It says you get sound suppression to silence your weapon, vertical recoil control, increased bullet velocity, and an increase in effective damage range. So sound suppression here is super important for Warzone because if your weapon isn't silenced, then you'll appear on enemy radars every time you shoot, bringing you lots of trouble, and this will help you avoid all of that. Vertical recoil help and increased bullet velocity are great as well. The effective damage range increase is actually a 10% increase, which equates to about 1 meter. A fully plated enemy could be down with 3 shots up to 7 meters, but with this attachment, it'll push it to the high 7s. This will come with the cons of slowing down your ADS and aiming stability, but those aren't a big deal at all since you'll probably be hip firing this a ton anyway. So out of all these options, this is absolutely the best muzzle here for Warzone. The duckbill, for example, gives you a wider pellet spread, which is actually a bad thing in most cases. Flash cone just offers some recoil help. Aiming stability isn't even important for this. Sound suppressor silences your weapon, but then you're losing effective damage range, which is never good. Infantry choke, you don't need ADS spread. The SOCOM, again, a wider pellet spread is always bad for us, so the agency choke is a clear-cut best choice here for Warzone. Next up, we have the barrel. You want to set this to the reinforced heavy. This says it'll increase your effective damage range and rate of fire, while hurting your sprinting move speed and aim walking movement speed. The base rate of fire of the Gallo is 278 rounds per minute. With the reinforced heavy, this becomes 312 rounds per minute, about a 12% increase. And if our rate of fire has increased, then that increases our TTK, since shooting faster means we can kill faster, and that's a great benefit. In one of his videos, JGod actually mentioned that it doesn't seem like the range is being affected by the barrels as of right now, even though the description says so it might be bugged. Either way, the reinforced heavy is still the way to go for your barrel. As for the laser, you want to set this to the ember sighting point. This increases your effective damage range by 20% and increases your hipfire by 15%, while having cons of a visible flashlight, slower ADS, and hurting your sprint to fire speed by 12% from its base sprint to fire speed of 267 milliseconds. The base hipfire of the Gallo is 205. Steady aim increases this by 15%, the SOF increases it by 9%, and the 5 milliwatt increases it by 15%. But the 20% increase in range of the ember sighting point makes it the best option to use here. For the ammo, you want to use a 12-round tube. The default only has 7 shots, and if you're playing trios or quads, you're going to fly through ammo with this. Reloading is a bit painful as well. You only pop 1 shell in at a time, so the more ammo you have, the better. This comes with the con of slower ADS and reload quickness, but the extra ammo is entirely worth it. Lastly, for the stock, you got 2 options here based on your playstyle. Option 1, which is more for hip firing and what I personally prefer, is using the no stock. This will improve your sprint to fire speed to 184 milliseconds, and sprint to fire is really important for shotguns, so this is great. Whereas an attachment such as the wire stock, for example, only has it at 258 milliseconds. It also states that the no stock will hurt your hip fire, which is by about 15%, but this isn't too big of a deal because we added on other attachments already to boost our hip fire. Now for option 2. This is for people who like to ADS. You'll want to run the marathon stock. It'll help with sprint to fire and strafing speed. It will hurt your hip fire more than the no stock, for example, at 21%, but that won't matter as much to you since you'll be ADSing anyway. However, since I personally hip fire a lot with my shotguns, I go with the no stock here. But pick what works best for you and your playstyle. So this is the best class setup to use for Warzone. My final thoughts on this gun is that it's a ton of fun to use in close quarters. You'll almost never lose your fights if the enemy is in really close proximity. The only time it's bad is when you're stuck in that awkward mid-range, where you're not close enough to the enemy but not too far away either. Do your best to keep them within 9 meters if you can. And I recommend pairing this with something such as an AMAX, since that's more versatile than something like the AUG, for example. Having the AMAX and the Gallo together will keep you equipped for almost any situation. But that about wraps it up for this video. If this was helpful to you or you just enjoyed it, please smash that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel with the notification bell on, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Wonder. How did he get in here?
He's down. One's down.
He's right on the corner. He's
Yeah, he's front stuns.
That's easy.
Yeah!
He said Gallo. I'm
Easy
getting the whip
win.
of
Gallo
Gallo for this.
gameplay. Let's go.
You survived? I lose both. Nice. In both.
Down.
He had, man. The guy lit me up.
I'll try to scope that guy out from the top. Nice. He's a
Camping.
UAV is visual. RTB for resupply.
Good jumping up. Good jumping up.
Let's
No.
go.
Good job, guys. Good job. Well played.
Down.
Dude, that guy tried to do something cheeky there.
Yeah, here's someone.
People fighting
Yep, here he is.
port. Oh, this guy right on me.
That's unfortunate.
Enemy UAV. Enemy UAV.
That guy's broken. Second death.
Alright. Oh, here they are. He's on him.
Oh, he had a fucking shotgun. He's one shot.
Got one.
Yeah, he's dead. Alright,
Two dead. Oh, behind me. Hey, sniping. Left guy, sniping. Yeah.
Easy, boys.
Easy. Alright.
He's won the shot.
Get him, Yusuf. You got him. Yeah. Alright, let's go back.
Good.
Nice.
Thank you.
Truck. Down.
He has a whole shotgun.
Look.
Oh, behind me.
Down. Good.
Wait, on me.
Oh, they're coming.
You gotta fight it.
Right here. On the left. There's gonna be 2 more, 3 more.
Nice.
There's one over here as well.
One's down.
They're stunned. The dude on the roof?
They're under us, I think. Oh, you're downstairs, coming.
Dead.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Good job.